wrestling fans, and welcome to World League Wrestling Showdown here at the Race Wrestling Arena. I'm Sarge Phillips alongside my special broadcast partner, The Legacy, Leland Race.
We are here tonight on World League Wrestling Showdown. You see the great fans in attendance. We're getting ready to have a great episode tonight.
Up first, it'll be Campbell Myers taking on Stephen O'Neil. And then in the main event, Camaro Jackson against Aden Riley.
But first, we're going to kick off this episode with tag teams. But we're not doing a normal tag team match. Each person, the first, as you hear Ben Simon introducing, the first person is going to be Campbell Myers, representing one half of the tag team known as the Premier.
This match was supposed to have been a tag team match. However, SK Bishop injured during training for this particular match. So we're going to see a one-on-one and see what happens. But both teams trying to climb the ladder here in the tag team division here in World League Wrestling.
And who's at the top of that ladder, Sarge? Dysfunction. People are not fans of them. I think that is not a hidden fact. But the World League Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Dysfunction, Brandon Espinosa, Kyle Roberts, and they are on top of their game. That's why they hold the tag team championship titles. And both of these men, as you see, SK Bishop, Campbell Myers, they want to get that shot at what is the top, the tippity top of the mountain in the tag team division.
That's absolutely correct. But you know, another team looking for that shot, the O'Neil brothers, and we're going to get that introduction of Stephen right now.
From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 270 pounds, accompanied by his brother Devin, and representing the O'Neil brothers, Stephen O'Neil.
You know, I've had the opportunity to be in the ring with all four of the guys that are involved in this match, whether they're involved in the match itself physically or whether they're being ringside with their respective opponents. And all four are people that you don't want to mess around with. There you see Stephen O'Neil on the left, his brother Devin on the right, and those two guys, they may not be the best looking people. They have, from what I know, they only have a face that a mother could love. But at the end of the day, they're not in this for looks. They're not in this for appeal. They are in this match. They are in this company to make a statement that the O'Neil brothers are climbing the ranks, as you said, and becoming the top of the mountain here at World League Wrestling, specifically in the tag team division.
And something that the O'Neils love to say all the time is that the O'Neils rule, and they're going to try and prove that one more time in this singles one-on-one competition.
This matchup right here could lead to a specific match where the number one contenderships could be on the line. That said, we're going to see what happens in this match. As you see, Stephen O'Neil, and the referee assigned for this matchup is a new one straight out of the Harley Race Wrestling Academy. His name is Caleb Barton, checking Stephen O'Neil going one-on-one against Campbell Myers. One half of the Premier versus one half of the O'Neil brothers, Sarge. All four of them individually bring something different and unique to the table. As we see a side headlock from Campbell Myers onto Stephen O'Neil. I think the crowd is actually pretty well behind Campbell. And a big shoulder tackle sends O'Neil to the ground. I didn't expect that. There's at least a 50 to 60 pound weight advantage from Stephen O'Neil on top of Campbell Myers. And a big inverted atomic drop hits his target. And I don't know if the O'Neil brother there in the form of Stephen really was a big fan of that move. But all four bring something unique to the table. The O'Neil brothers, they don't play by the rules. They make their own rules.
And the drop down from Campbell Myers now. Oh, and a big drop kick right to the face of Stephen O'Neil.
The athleticism is very present with Campbell Myers. You can see, you asked earlier, what do they bring to the table? The athleticism. I think he just showed that to you.
Well, I know with Stephen O'Neil, he can move like a cat as well when he needs to. And we're going to see if he can actually do that here soon. But distractions from Devin O'Neil outside of the ring now.
Oh, my goodness. Did you hear that shot? It just sent Campbell Myers straight to the ground. Referee Caleb Barton on top of his game here.
And more of this one-on-one action right after these messages.
You want a unique way to raise money for your local community? Harley Race's World League Wrestling is here to help. There is absolutely nothing better than a professional wrestling event bringing the entire community together as one and showing support when it is needed the most. We have been sponsoring fundraising events for many years, and we know that it can bring a lot of winning opportunities for your local charities, school organizations, non-for-profit groups, and whatever else may be in need of assistance. For more information, contact us. Don't wait. Go to www.harleyrace.com, email us, or call us to get information or to schedule a WLW professional wrestling fundraising event in your community right now.
Welcome back, fans, as we see Stephen O'Neil now in total charge of this matchup, and he has been doing this throughout the break.
Stephen O'Neil, the bigger of the two. He is letting his size and his rough and gruff and tough and grit do all the work for him. There's nothing technical about a big club to the back, as he just gave Campbell Myers here.
And taunting the fans now here at the Race Wrestling Arena.
There you see, brother. I'm sorry to interrupt, Sarge, but his brother, Devin O'Neil, on the outside, and they made it look like they're not the smartest people on the block. But earlier, before the break, the numbers game took advantage as you see Campbell Myers deliver a big boot, and it just stopped Stephen O'Neil square in his track, but not before he could get another punch in to Campbell Myers again. And a big body slam. He has to take advantage of this, and he is 1-2 and a kick out from Campbell Myers now.
And Stephen O'Neil all over Campbell Myers, which is really what he's got to do, is stay on top of his opponent. Going to send him into that turnbuckle, and he's going to try and charge across here. If he hits it, it could be over. Oh, and he does.
That is roughly 200, 260, 270 pounds coming at you in full force, and a front suplex from Stephen O'Neil to Campbell Myers. This could end the match. 1-2.
Oh, but Campbell Myers getting that left shoulder up just in the nick of time. Caleb Barton coming down with that 3 count just as he kicked out.
Stephen O'Neil in charge of this matchup still. Throughout the break earlier, you said, Sarge, and even until this point in time, he has a rear chin lock trying to keep Campbell Myers grounded. He's trying to drive every ounce of air, trying to wear out all the energy. And that's exactly what he needs to do, but the crowd seems to be willing him on. They don't want to have the O'Neil brothers move on. They want to see the Premier go on and face for the World League Wrestling Tag Team Championships.
And SK Bishop outside of there and getting the fans here involved. But a back elbow now from Campbell Myers stops the momentum. Oh, look out. Oh, but a high knee right there to the face of Stephen O'Neil. Oh, look out, trying another distraction from Devin, but Campbell Myers able to sidestep.
I think he's starting to knock the cobwebs a little bit more on the clear side from his head and sends him to the ground, up and down, up and down. Are we going to see Campbell Myers hit a big body slam onto the big guy, his opponent, Stephen O'Neil? Campbell Myers, he's got to stay on top of his game here, Sarge.
I don't know if he got all of it, but he got enough to stop and break that momentum that Stephen O'Neil had built up. And here comes, oh, but another boot. Oh, but an enziguri this time from Campbell Myers. It's back and forth action now.
Both men in this match, both teams want that ability to go face for the World League Wrestling Tag Team Championships against Dysfunction, Kyle Roberts and Brandon Espinosa. But only one team can. One team, and is it going to be the Premier or is it going to be the O'Neil brothers? We're finding out. Both teams want it, and they are showing it in full force as a big belly-to-back suplex from Campbell Myers to Stephen O'Neil. 1-2.
And again, O'Neil able to get that shoulder up. That right shoulder up just before the referee counted that 3 count. Campbell Myers feeling the momentum in the crowd here at the Race Wrestling Arena.
SK Bishop is firmly trying to get the crowd behind his partner, his tag team partner. That being Campbell Myers. I don't know, Sarge. I don't know if this is a wise decision. He is taking way too much time. He's trying to do everything to keep Stephen O'Neil grounded, yes, but as you can see, there wasn't enough. As the left hand of Stephen O'Neil goes around the throat. But I think that's a really good way to counteract that move, Sarge.
Absolutely, twisting those and pulling those fingers apart. Oh, but he's got him again. Up and down this time. Choke slam. 1, 2. Oh, but again, Campbell Myers getting that shoulder up at about 2.8.
That was, had it been any more length of time, it would have been a 3 count, and we would have been seeing the O'Neil brothers take on Dysfunction. But that didn't happen, of course. Campbell Myers, he's on the ground. I don't know if he knows what day of the week it is, but Stephen O'Neil has got to take advantage of this. If he doesn't pin him, if he doesn't do anything else to keep him down, he's losing the battle here, and he's missing the opportunity.
Oh, and another side kick from Campbell. Oh, super kick this time from Myers.
And it's almost a modified version of a suplex there. I don't know if he got it all, but he got enough, as you said earlier. But look at the referee's position there, and Devin O'Neil
grabbing his leg, throwing it on the rope. Again interfering in this matchup.
SK Bishop coming to the defense of his tag team partner. That was a blatant. Had that been seen by the referee, that would have been thrown out. I think Devin O'Neil putting his tag team partner, his brother's leg on the rope to stop that count. And I think Campbell Myers had enough of it, but he didn't see this coming.
Well, Devin O'Neil again, distractions. 1, 2, 3, and Stephen O'Neil has pulled out the win in this singles match. The momentum now has got to be with the O'Neil brothers.
This matchup, you saw two of the young up-and-coming teams here in the WLW Tag Team Division. The winners of this match, though, the O'Neil brothers, specifically Stephen O'Neil, getting the win, and this could only mean that it's going to be the O'Neil brothers and Dysfunction at some point in time for the WLW Tag Team Championships.
Jackson versus Riley, and it's next. Hello, wrestling fans. Sarge Phillips here, and standing with me, the WLW Junior Heavyweight Champion, the Deliverer, Moses. And Moses, what an amazing match that you had with Sabotage Sean Logan.
Man, you can say so many things about that guy. Sabotage Sean Logan, he's a fighter, he's a competitor. He goes out there and he pushes you to the limits. He is the true definition of a professional wrestler. But we went out there tonight. He found out, just like everybody else does, that I'm always ready to deliver. So you can throw anybody at me, Sarge, anybody. And I'm going to show up, show out, and leave no doubt.
Well, there's one person here at WLW that has accepted your challenge. Raheem De La...
You don't even got to finish his name. I know exactly who you're talking about. Raheem De La Suede. So he accepted my challenge. Okay, that's cool. Raheem, you know where to find me. As a matter of fact, I don't know why I'm looking at you. I need to look at the camera. Raheem, you know where to find me. Because it's not a hard thing to do. You accepted the challenge. You better be ready to step up.
There you have it, straight from the WLW Junior Heavyweight Champion. More action here on World League Wrestling Showdown.
The Grand Regent Camaro Jackson.
Well, welcome back, wrestling fans, and The Deliverer Moses looking forward to taking on that Wildcat, Raheem De La Suede.
As we see Camaro Jackson coming to the ring for this main event matchup, you're right. He is not only looking forward to it, but I think he was very frustrated because Raheem De La Suede he's not hard to find, but neither is Moses, the World League Wrestling Junior Heavyweight Champion. And Raheem, and I'm sure Moses' mind, has the gall to go out there and try to accept the challenge behind his back. What's wrong with doing it face to face? I don't know if that makes any sense, but at the end of the day, on November the 2nd, the 25-year anniversary, Raheem De La Suede versus Moses the Deliverer for the World League Wrestling Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line.
As the fans here in the Race Wrestling Arena greeting Camaro Jackson, but something that we've got to talk about right now, and that's the next live event here at the Race Wrestling Arena. It'll be October the 5th. Get your tickets right now at HarleyRace.com.
The next live event, October the 5th. You see the great fans having a fantastic time here. Again, at the house that Harley Race built. Brawl Hallows Eve, October the 5th. It's going to be the first of its kind, but it's not going to be the last. Get your tickets where, Sarge, like you just said.
HarleyRace.com, and get them early because you don't want to wait around. You could be on the outside waiting to find out exactly what happened.
And all that's to be said, as the fans here, we're waiting the arrival of one of the youngsters from the Harley Race Wrestling Academy, and that being the young Aden Riley. And we have seen quite a difference in his attitude change here lately, as I believe he is looking up to Steve, the World League Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Superstar Steve, that is, as his mentor. And I believe Steve has kind of taken him underneath his wing to try and correct his ways and make him the winner. But we all know that there's always alternative means to what Steve has in mind.
Well, you've had some dealings with young Aden Riley, and we'll get into that right after these messages and plus one-on-one action.
Do you want a unique way to raise money for your local community? Harley Race's World League Wrestling is here to help. There is absolutely nothing better than a professional wrestling event bringing the entire community together as one and showing support when it is needed the most. We have been sponsoring fundraising events for many years, and we know that it can bring a lot of winning opportunities for your local charities, school organizations, non-for-profit groups, and whatever else may be in need of assistance. For more information, contact us. Don't wait. Go to www.harleyrace.com, email us, or call us to get information or to schedule a WLW professional wrestling fundraising event in your community right now.
Well, welcome back, fans. This one-on-one match, Camaro Jackson, Aden Riley, about to get underway. But as I was saying before we went to break, Leland Race, you've had some dealings with young Aden Riley. He slapped you as you were coming out of the office, which led to a one-on-one match. And it was a good match between the two of you. You ended up getting the 3 count on Riley, but as you were giving him some respect, he decided to go ahead and slap you again and then run like a cat.
That said, the same can be said right here, right now, and there you see that slap. It's a blatant show of disrespect, and I think he's just trying to find his own little groove in life here at World League Wrestling, but he's doing it the wrong way, and most certainly he's doing it with the wrong person. Camaro Jackson is not going to take any of it, any amount of disrespect, and I'll tell you what, Aden Riley is feeling the brunt of that at this particular point in time.
Well, you've seen firsthand when someone disrespects the Grand Regent, Camaro Jackson, sometimes he just sees red and, oh, look out! That's what we're seeing right now.
I'll tell you what will be red after this matchup, Sarge. It's going to be the chest of the young cat, as you say, or the youngster, one of the newest wrestlers here at World League Wrestling, Aden Riley. It's going to be not only red, but it's going to be purple, black, and blue. Because Camaro Jackson, he hits harder than most. And Aden Riley, again, is finding that out the hard way. I don't know if those shots are being as effective as he may want them to be, though.
I don't think they had any effect whatsoever.
The only effect that it did have, Sarge, was that it made Camaro that much more angry.
And now shoulder tackles and, oh, a huge hip toss to young Aden.
I think he got him a good 8-9 feet in the air. And you have to keep in consideration, as he does it again, that the ring sits 4 foot off the floor. So Aden was quite literally about 10 to 11 feet in the air at that point in time.
Just throwing him around like a rag doll. And look out, he's going to do it again. Oh, look out.
And that crowd is loving every single thing that Camaro Jackson brings to the table. Although, earlier the offense didn't have any effect, but I think that one did from Aden. But he has to stay on top of Camaro. He can't let him breathe. He can't let him catch his breath or anything of the sorts, because if he does, the match will be done and over with before he knows it.
Trying to Irish whip him, but the Grand Regent having none of it and going to do it himself. Oh, a sunset flip from Aden.
Oh, sits down with ease.
1, 2, 3, and that is it. The power and the strength of Camaro Jackson coming through right there. Young Aden Riley just not able to get out of that pinning predicament.
Power, strength, yes, 110%, but I also think the extra weight of about easily 100 pounds came into effect there. Camaro Jackson, the winner of this matchup.
Oh, wait a minute, Leland Race, young Aden Riley coming back in with the crazy lead steel pipe to the back of the leg, that back left leg of Camaro Jackson.
One would have to, I don't know exactly what to think, but one would have to assume that the target on here has been set. He's going after that left knee, and we all know the quad father, as he used to be called, a lot of his power, a lot of his strength, a lot of his ability comes from the leg. I don't know, this could be a situation where Camaro may need to go to a doctor and get checked out, to a hospital or an emergency room and get checked out. I don't know. You see referee H.B. Daniels checking on him.
Well, now we've got to wonder, how healthy is Camaro Jackson gonna be when we get to that Door to Destiny Rumble? Because he's been looking for an opportunity to get back to Superstar Steve and try and capture that WLW Heavyweight Championship that Superstar Steve has held well over 680 to 690 days now.
The World League Wrestling Heavyweight Championship is on the target for Camaro Jackson. And again, one could only assume that Superstar Steve has something to do with this. He's trying to take out one of the biggest threats, if not the biggest threat to his championship, and that being Camaro Jackson. I don't know, Camaro, he needs to go get checked out though.
Hello, wrestling fans. Sarge Phillips here, and right now I'm awaiting Mr. Aden Riley. Please, come on in. What has been going on with you over the last couple of months? First, we saw you slap the Legacy Leland Race not once, but twice. Then in your match with Camaro Jackson, you slapped him. Then you attack him with a solid steel pipe. What's going on with you?
What's going on with me, Sarge? What's going on with me is I'm making a statement, is I'm putting destiny into my own hands. I have reached out, and someone has reached out to me. Somebody that has gold around their waist here in World League Wrestling. Somebody that has been a day one OG here in World League Wrestling. And that certain person has given me one job. And that one job is to make sure that the Grand Regent, Camaro Jackson, doesn't make it to the 25th anniversary show to compete for that illustrious World League Wrestling World Heavyweight title. And boy, I think I just did my part, Sarge.
Stay tuned for more on this situation and more action here on World League Wrestling Showdown.